Welcome to Face the Tribune with the legendary Rolando Larraz. I'm your co-host, Chris Garcia. And as usual, if you have nothing to hide and you don't mind telling the truth, come in and sit in the hot seat between Rolando and myself and Face the Tribune. With that, Rolando, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I was looking at the meeting between President Trump and the Prime Minister of Israel, right? And man, that guy seems to like Donald Trump a lot. Because we know each other for a very long time, and I think it's going to be it's going to be good for both countries. It's going to be good for them. They both intelligent people, they both business people, and they're going to be able to serve in the best way for both countries. I am glad that it's happening that way because it's important that we get a little peace in the world. That's all. We don't need to apologize to anybody, but we need to work with people and make sure that that we are going to be able to communicate, because that's what brings the peace, communication. And I believe, I don't want to make Donald Trump to be super perfect, but I think he got a good communication skills. I think he is an individual that, he can be arrogant. Every millionaire is arrogant. And he's a guy that is used to get his way. And if he doesn't get his way, he buys his way. But that's the way he is. And we have to be able to accept people with their faults and their qualities. My grandmother used to tell me that always look at the quality first, and then if you cannot choose them, you look at the faults, at the mistakes, at the errors, And my grandmother was a very, very wise young lady, I think she was right, and I always try to, and maybe that's the reason why I am not an angry man, because I don't have that urge to always get my way. Yeah, I like it. Everybody like to get their way, But I like to listen to people, and if they're right, it's nothing wrong with it. I always been that way, Chris. I ask people, if I have a project, if I have an idea, I like to talk to other people, listen to their point of view, and then I can make my mind and do it the way I want it. But at least I can get an idea from you, from her, from Cayley, from my roommate, and I get the best part of each of you, and that's what give me the energy to get up every morning, That's what it is. Oh, by the way, where is Cayley today? Is she off?
No, she's coming.
Did you give her the day off today?
No, never a day off at regular service. Never a day off.
No? Are you sure? Because she's late now. I'd rather give her the day off than her to be late. Never be late for anything. Never. I tell you, I knew a guy that was always late. And you know that the day he died, what do you call the car that bring the box?
The hearse?
The hearse. Was late to the funeral. I wrote about that. I said Robert's father was late to his own funeral. I couldn't believe that. The guy, he was always late. I swear to God, always late. On the day that he died, the hearse was an hour late. We all laugh about that. That's Robert, my friend Robert, the what do you call it? Native American. He's in the bell business. He liked his father. He loved his father, and he even had to laugh about when I said, "Man, talking about being late for your own funeral." But
well, Rolando, I know we wanted to talk about it yesterday. We didn't get around to it. We got a little busy, but our president, as much as we love him, I think he committed a little hiccup with the Flint situation.
Was it Flint?
Yeah. What do you think?
Definitely. And he put. I agree. I didn't want to give my enemies the pleasure of, but I think he did it wrong to Mike Pence.
Yes.
He did it wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. But my friend has been in the security business all his life. He should have known.
Yes.
He should have known that telephone conversations were, you know, yeah, definitely. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think he made a mistake by not confining Mike Pence.
Yes.
Mike Pence has been very loyal to him.
Yes.
He's been great. He offered him the opportunity of his life. He offered him the opportunity to be the vice president of this great nation. And I think that's an honor in itself. But those two people need to work together. And I hope they can pass, because Mike Pence, what is his last name? Pence? Pence.
Yes.
I think he is, if he's not pissed, he's hurt.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
And knowing the kind of, seeing, I don't know the guy, but seeing the kind of person he is, and know that he is from the Midwest.
Yes.
The people in the Midwest are real people. I don't know if you ever live in the Midwest.
Yes, I did. Chicago. Yep.
Chicago is not the Midwest. That's a different country. I'm talking about Wisconsin, Indiana. I'm talking about all that area there. Those people are real.
Yes, they are.
They are. Man, I got nothing but good memories about that. And I believe that he was more hurt than pissed. And he's an honest man. He is a very honest man. I was very happy when Donald Trump picked him for vice president, because I think I would have never picked Walker from Wisconsin.
No.
I would never pick Ryan.
No.
You know, I didn't even like Ryan when McCain picked him up. You know.
Yeah, he should have known.
I don't care for it.
He should have known that phone call was being recorded. But I think Trump has known for a while about that phone call.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's wrong.
2
That's
weeks.
wrong. That's wrong, because Mike Pence is taking the heat for that. He's taking the. Yeah, that's
and
wrong.
he's the one that went to bat for Mike Flynn.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you in that. And you know, just because I like Donald Trump doesn't mean I gotta be blind to his faults, his mistakes. And because I do it with my own family, my roommate, you know, we try not to go to bed mad, but we argue, we fight, I don't know if we call them fight, but argue, and I recognize when I make the mistake, and I recognize when she makes mistake, because I'm not blind. You know, just because you love a person doesn't mean that you gotta be blind to their faults. You accept it with those faults the same way, you know, you accept it with the qualities and the faults, you know, because we all have faults.
That's right.
Except me, of course, you know. But right, executive producer? I have no problem. I got no faults. I'm always right, right? Yeah, for 20 million a year, I better be right. So I believe then, I hope, I don't believe, I hope they can patch that situation. I hope this first time be the last time.
Yeah.
And I think Donald Trump should take advantage of this situation and learn
Yes.
from this mistake.
Yes.
Because, but what he knew about it, he knew that he was talking to, or Flynn was talking to the Russians on behalf of Donald Trump.
I believe myself that both sides during the election had dirt on the other. I think the dirt that they had on Donald Trump was the fact that WikiLeaks was working for the Russian administration to help get Donald Trump elected. I think that the left, I think the Clintons always knew that. I think the FBI always knew that. And I think that in repaying, I'm just being honest, and I love Donald Trump. This is just my opinion. This is not fact. It's my opinion. I believe that to pay back Vladimir Putin for his help, I believe.
How?
I believe.
Cash, you mean?
No, I think he was going to get rid of the sanctions that Obama has against Russia. I think he was going to end the sanctions, and I think that he could not talk directly to Putin about ending those sanctions. I think he had Flynn talking to Putin about ending those sanctions, and I think that Pence was kept out of the loop.
But why? But excuse my ignorance. But why do they have to talk to Putin about getting rid of the sanctions? All he got to do is get rid of the sanctions, and he learn like everybody else.
Because the Senate and the House is against. They voted with Obama, Republican and Democratic, for the sanctions against Russia. So it would
How many sanctions are there? I forgot.
Lots.
Yeah?
Lots.
Like what? Give me a few of them.
There's just a lot of sanctions, a lot of embargoes as far as trade with Russia, as far as their oil sanctions against the country, there's trade against the country. Just a lot of different sanctions about a lot of things, a lot of economic sanctions, and it's really hurt Putin. It really is in his own country. The country is a very poor country now. It wasn't always like that. And I think
every small country
Russia's
country.
a very poor country. They're rich on natural resources, but the United States economically has killed them. We've done a real number on them, and it would be committing political suicide if Donald Trump ended those sanctions, because the Republicans and the Democrats would turn on him. I mean, they're already against him, but it would also add fuel to the fire that he is paying back Putin for helping to elect him. So he's got to do this undercover, and he was trying to use his national security advisor to talk to Putin kind of behind everybody's back, even his vice president, because Mike Pence wouldn't have stood for that. Mike Pence does not. He voted for the sanctions. So Trump was trying to go behind his own vice president's back and cut a deal with Putin, and Pence was kept out of the loop. And so, like you said, there's going to be some tension between him and Mike Pence, because you can't keep your vice president out of the loop about something going on that big. No. And so there's going to be a lot of tension. There's going to be a lot of tension. Yeah. So he's got some butt kiss. He's got some fence mending to do with Mike Pence, man. He's got to take him in that Oval Office and say, look.
And you know what bothers me about my friend is that my friend went to bat for him, and he recommended him like he fought for him.
Yes. Yes.
And if he would have the good intention, he would advise. He don't have to tell him, but he could advise the president. Mr. President, with all my respect, I think we need to include Mike Pence in this conversation. In my opinion, And my suggestion to you, Mr. President, then you include the Vice President in this conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I tell you the truth, if I would have been him, that's what I would have done, even if the President do not listen to my advice. I would clear myself.
Yes.
You know, you always have to protect yourself. You know, it's not it's not a game. You know, it's not. But I believe that we need to have we need to give him the opportunity to correct that, and give him the opportunity to don't be patient, go, because he got all the good ideas. Then we can afford to lose it.
Yes.
You know, but yeah, I happen to agree with you. I hate to agree with you, but I do. I believe that he made a big mistake, very big mistakes.
And see, my fear with him being, this is the only problem when you're not a politician, is that, you know, you got to learn all of these things really quick. He's got to learn fast because the left smells blood right now.
Well, but let's don't forget that Donald Trump is not a politician because he never held office, but he's a politician because he mingled with all those people before he became mayor. I mean, you have to. Oh, finally she decided to come. Finally she decided to get here. Oh my God. It's, I guess he pays to be the brother of the sister of the boss, you know. Anyway, I believe that we need to give him a chance to correct that and keep going. That's all. That's all. You know, he got to start thinking like a president now. You know. And I tell you another thing I don't like about him. He's putting his family in many places that, you know, his son-in-law, I don't care how smart, how intelligent, how savvy he is, I don't think his son-in-law, you know. Yeah. The only other president that have his family involved in and look what happened, it was John F. Kennedy, you know. He got his brother attorney general. He got his other brother, don't know what, and the other one was a senator from Massachusetts. And they covered the death of that girl in the lake.
Yes.
You know, I don't think it's anybody. Well, Billy Carter have. What was his brother's name? What was his brother's name?
His brother was Billy, right? Jimmy Carter's brother was Billy.
Oh, Billy Carter. Yeah, that's right. The brother was Billy.
Yeah.
Then he was thrown pain in the neck. He's still alive?
Jimmy is. I don't know about his brother.
No, Jimmy, I know he is because all these socialists last forever. He went to Cuba to kiss Castro's butt. And to me, anybody that go to Cuba, I'll tell you, and that's one thing that I have not heard Donald Trump talk yet about Cuba. Mm-hmm. And he met with the people from the Brigade 2506, the Bay of Pig. He got the endorsement of the brigade. Yeah, and that's one of the things that make him a good guy for the Florida. And, you know, Marco Rubio is going to have dinner with Trump tonight at the White House.
Wow. Wow. That's good. That's good. That's interesting.
Politics are a strange bedfellows.
Yes,
man. Yeah. I will never sit with that midget. But I never forget that he called the FBI on me. You know, I don't, for no reason whatsoever at all, okay? Because all I did is talk good about it. All I wanted to do is invite him to my radio show. And he didn't have any. So when I finally found somebody that had a telephone number that is involved with Marco Rubio, I told him, I said, I don't understand how this guy can be a senator, want to run for president, and he doesn't have telephone numbers. We don't need phones in the office. Oh, well, excuse me, lady. You know, I mean, unbelievable.
So why did they call the FBI?
I guess she got insulted because I said that.
Did they come here?
Yeah, they came over here. Luckily, the guy knew me, and he, you know, and I got all the proof. This is all the communication I got. He laughed. He laughed. The guy is a decent person. I deal with him before when the Jerry Burgess, because he was in the investigation of Jerry Burgess. I don't know if he was here when the kidnapping of the Carpetbagger kid, you know, and which the kid never was kidnapped, and I wrote it in the paper. And the kid was taken to Israel by his grandfather, you know, but that's another show. It's very interesting show. And the guy came over, and we sit down, we talk, and then I called him and said, "What happening?" He said, "Oh, nothing. We closed that case already." You know, I called him. I tried to get a number for him and the U.S. Senate. There was no number for Michael Rubio. There was no number for Michael Rubio in Florida and in Miami or in Dade County. I don't know. I called about 3 different places, and then one place answered the phone. And I told him, I said, you know, it's ridiculous that this guy wanted to run for president, and he don't even know, he don't even have a telephone number. Assuming that he doesn't want to give his number for the U.S. Senate office, at least for the campaign headquarters, you know. So, but I got the communication with the secretary, I got the emails and everything else. And
Thank you, see it.
what are we doing in there?
She just got our numbers up because we get our numbers every day. So thank you so much.
Oh,
Okay.
you mean the numbers and the views?
No, the numbers for our advertising and all that stuff. So yeah, see.
So Radio Tribune called in number.
Yes.
And that is 702-983-0711. Throw the dice. 711. Then you got a sponsorship. What is that sponsorship? Are we sponsoring anybody?
No, well, advertising or sponsorship, they can call in if they want to advertise.
426-6022. And what is this other number? I didn't know this number was for advertisement. 5962. What number that? We didn't talk about this number yesterday, you know, but.
That's what's on the website. You were just copying the website.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. And then you got Mail by Renee, U-Haul. And that's 262-0703. That's not Mail by Renee, that's U-Haul, right? And where is the other number, the 0716 number? You have a fax machine now? You guys have a fax machine?
We have a fax number.
Oh, fax number. Oh, because So that is just to look like we got everything. The facts don't go anywhere.
It goes into the email.
Oh, really? No, man, this modern things. You fax and you take it on the email. Whoa! But I don't see the number
For mail by Renee.
Yeah, I don't see the number for mail by Renee. I'm telling you, man, somebody is trying to take Renee out of the picture. I'm telling you.
That's U-Haul, with 6260716. It's mail by Renee.
Yeah, mail by Renee, right here.
No, that's not mail by Renee's number. See, Ann?
I did not look at it, so it's my fault that I didn't catch it. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so is the 2620703, is that for U-Haul?
Yes.
Only for U-Haul, or they both,
Is
or
that
they
for
can be
of them?
both answered
Can that be
there.
both of them?
That can be both of them.
Okay. But we
Okay,
should,
so that's fine. No, that's
No,
fine.
but we
With so many numbers, it's gonna confuse people.
yes.
okay, so next time
Yes.
we need to not have this discussion on the air.
It's too late. Our public
Too
knows
late.
us.
I tell you what we can do. I'm gonna, you and I gonna put this thing to rest.
Yes.
She worked from 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning, okay? And she worked from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening, okay? Now, we only got one phone number. If they call for U-Haul, you transfer the call to the U-Haul number, and you don't confuse the customers. The customers come first. So now, they like to be at night up. You work at night.
In my defense right now, it wasn't my fault, it was the birthday cake.
Birthday cake.
They don't even know what's going on.
Oh.
She's sick to her stomach. She's been sick to her stomach. That's where she's been.
Is the birthday cake? So now you blaming the birthday cake. I love
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so you can mail by Renee. I have absolutely no idea. Mail by Renee or U-Haul, you can call 702-262-0703. And we still have the old Mail by Renee number, which is 702-626-0716. So also uhaul.com. You can go on the internet and make a reservation. 702-425-5221.
I couldn't hear you.
Can you?
I couldn't hear you.
You good?
No, don't cover your lips so I can read your lips. Mrs. Bush, read my lips.
No new taxes.
Yeah, and that was the first thing he did.
Absolutely.
Sit down. Talk to us. Sit down. Talk to us. When are you going to have a show like this? We can go from a serious conversation
That's right.
to a pleasant dealing,
That's right.
and then go back to a
Serious
serious conversation again. Come over here. Sit down with us over here. Sit down next to your brother.
Here she goes. Really? Come on. Hey, let's
Why don't you come over here
That's
too?
right. Come on, Sierra.
Yeah.
We have a serious thing to talk about.
All right.
Yeah, like what?
The fact that my brother here has volunteered to go walking.
Oh, I hate you.
Are you putting him in the spot?
Oh, yeah.
I hate
Because he wants to put me on the spot.
I hate you.
He put you on the spot with words, not with food, not with walking. How can you ask him to
We
walk?
agree already. Here's the thing. I'm volunteering to walk.
Okay, let me ask you first, so the audience understand. What are you walking for? To go to the store? Or
No, it's for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Oh,
They
that's a
have
very
an
good
annual
cause.
walk every year.
Especially for young people, right? There's a lot of suicides taking place now with young people, right?
Yes.
This is
What's the name of the organization?
American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Okay.
No, just leave it.
Okay.
It's fine.
It is, so a little bit of facts about it. It's the leading national not-for-profit organization exclusively dedicated to understanding and preventing suicide through research, education, and advocacy to reach out to people with mental disorders and those that are impacted by suicide.
Yeah, because sometimes the family, the left behind, is the one that suffered. The person who's suicide, it probably, I don't know if it's a life after death. I don't know. Some people believe in that, some people don't. And to be honest with you, I never thought about it. I don't know if it's life behind after death or not. But I think the people that are left behind are the ones that suffer, missing the family member, and have to take care of the responsibility of burying that person. And it is, that's a good organization, I guess. Are they located in Las Vegas?
We are actually, the Las Vegas chapter is the 78th chapter.
Wow.
So
What do you mean we?
Well,
what does that mean?
well, well, I shouldn't say we, but the chapter out here. So there's a bunch of different locations throughout the nation that put together fundraisers.
How long have they been in Las Vegas?
I've only participated 2 years, so I'm not really sure. I'm trying to get
Well, you participate more than we have. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, and I thank you for that.
I'm actually trying to get someone from the foundation to come talk with us more about it. But the walk is March 25th at 9 o'clock at Craig Ranch Regional Park. But one
Grayson?
Huh?
Grayson Park?
Craig Ranch Regional
Oh, Craig Ranch.
Park.
Okay.
But one thing that they do is they do promote policies and legislation that impact suicide and prevention, specifically mental health. So that's something that I think is really big right now. I personally have been impacted. I've lost, 2 people that have really close to me growing up. So
Really?
that's how I got in touch.
Family member or friends?
I
don't want to get
Yeah, friends.
Okay.
They were friends.
And me too.
You do?
Personally, my father.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to walk too?
I'm on the team. You're on the team too?
Yeah, so this time, what we did, now, when I say we used...
No, I know the microphone for
Yeah.
you. Actually what you need to do is get a remote and you can be talking while you're walking. We can be here sitting in the air. And you can say, we are now in the corner of Stewart and
Sounds like a plan.
huh?
We have breakfast, me and you.
How many people are going to be walking? What day is going to be that?
It's Saturday, March 25th.
This Saturday?
No, March.
Oh, March.
25th. There's actually a page if you go to the American Foundation for Suicide. It's called Out of the Darkness Walks. And if you
And you're going to write an article about that for the Las Vegas Tribune?
Of course.
Wow.
And if you look for
That's
Chris
good.
Garcia, conservative American, he is registered as
he's gonna
the
walk.
team captain. And we are looking to invite all of our friends
I don't understand
to come
why
and join us.
I don't know why you keep nodding I don't understand why he keep nodding his head when he knows he's gonna walk.
He is.
He's going to walk.
See, I got him in a good mood one night, and I was like, "You
And
want
he
to
said
do
yes.
this?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I said,
What
"Okay,
day
I'm gonna
what
hold
day of
you
the
to
week is
it."
that?
It's a Saturday.
Oh, I'm not here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm in California on the weekends. You know that.
Yeah.
So
Well, my brother is.
well, that's good. No,
So-
if you want to, and you can talk to them and ask them if they have any advertising that they have. We can run it for them. It is a very. I think it's important for people to get together with tragedy like that happen because everybody's affected.
Mhm.
You know, even co-workers get affected with the idea of, you know how the place of work is, the working place is. Some people might be happy that he commits suicide or she commits suicide. Some people might be sad, some people don't care, but affect everybody
Mhm.
in one way or the other one, positive, negative, neutral. And I think, I don't remember anybody that I know that had committed suicide. Offhand, you know, I know people that have died in a motorcycle accident. You know, people that have been killed, you know, but I never had the experience of suicide. But I believe that it can be a tragedy. It can be a difficult situation to happen. If you have somebody that is sick, somebody that is suffering of spiritual being happy or something, it's different. But when you tell somebody, I see you in the morning, and then in the morning that person commits suicide, it can be a shock. It can be more of a shock for the person who is left behind. Then do you suffer any emotional mood with those two people that you knew that I should ask her about her father? That's what
Yeah, it's a lot of things remind me of them. So, I mean, with Toby,
Who's Toby?
Toby was a boyfriend of mine.
A boyfriend?
He was like my first love. So,
A school boyfriend?
my
A
first.
school sweetheart?
Mhm. But older, I guess. It was
Oh.
an adult
Adult?
relationship, and so a lot of things remind me
Why
of
did
like
he commit
Valentine's Day.
suicide? Because you left him or
Issues, I guess, mental disorder. He had also a drug addiction, and
drugs always in the middle of everything. Drugs always in the middle of everything wrong. You know. Sian, how do you feel about your father committing suicide?
My father committed suicide when I was 5 years old.
So you don't remember that?
I do remember. I do remember. I didn't know him very well. I met him maybe 2 or 3 times. He was always my hero from when I was a.
What do you mean? He didn't live with you? He didn't
No,
raise you?
I met him just a couple times, and he had a war-related disease, they called it, and it was a heroin addiction. That was his war-related disease, and that's how he killed himself, is with that. And
With the heroin?
And he was talking, he did it on purpose. He was talking to somebody on the phone while he did it and telling them what he was going to do. And I was 5 years old. I understood it a lot better than I should have. Everybody says the way I talked about it when I was like 5 years old. And but it shaped my whole life. It shaped my whole life. It really did. Shaped who I am, the men I picked, everything. It shaped everything.
So now you're blaming him for where you are now?
You know what I blame him for? I blame him for giving up. That's the only thing I blame my father for. Because I've made it through life, you know what I mean?
let me ask you, do you think it will affect you differently if he would be a stay-home daddy than you only met him twice? You think it would make any difference? You know what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah.
He was not at home for you every day.
Well,
He didn't put you
maybe
together.
I would have been more messed up. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it affects you either way. I mean, really, in life, it doesn't matter. All the
Do you understood at 5 years old that he was no longer?
Yeah.
You understood that?
Yeah, I understood that. I mean, I was very grown up for a 5-year-old anyway on that. I knew. It's like I knew intuitively. They all lied to me and told me he got in a car accident. My grandmas did. Not my mother, but my grandmas and stuff all lied. Made excuses for him. But my whole life, I made excuses for my father and I was mad at my mom. He was my hero and I was mad at my mom my whole life. Until I realized when I was about 35 that he should have never gave up. And then I got mad at him for giving up. And I forgave my mom. Or tried to anyway.
That's interesting.
That's how that worked. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for having me on your show.
Wow. See, people get affected
And
in
then
different ways.
there's my other friend, Sean, who was the happiest person. He was a caretaker, always, the jokester, and you would have never known. Getting to have conversations with his mom after his death, she kind of opened up about the struggles that he had within the walls of her home, just depression.
Was
and
he
things like
hiding
that.
anything? Like I hear about people that are gay and don't want the family to know. He got any secrets from the family, and that's why he commits suicide? Or
Not that I knew of. I mean, last I talked
he was
to
not
him,
your boyfriend?
no, he was
this
just
is
a good friend of mine.
a good
Last I talked to him, he was planning to join the police force, and he wanted to be
Really?
border control. Yeah, and then all of a sudden I get a call that he hung himself.
He hung himself.
Yeah, and
that must be a very, very dramatic death, because at least when you shoot yourself, I think it's faster.
yeah.
I
But
don't
really,
know.
when it's looked at, suicide's really the effect of something.
Yeah,
Whether it's
definitely.
drug use or whatever, and when people use drugs, they're masking something. So when it all comes down to it, it's some kind of a mental disorder, emotional, or and that's really what this foundation is bringing awareness to, is what's behind that. The money that they're raising goes to the research, goes to, the public. It's not a crisis line or any foundation like that, but like professional school teachers, counselors, educators, they provide services to give them the best type of education and services to deal with other adults and children that deal with mental illness or loss within their life. So that's what we're gonna be walking for. So
On March 25th,
March 25th.
where are they going to start?
It's gonna be at the Craig Ranch Regional Park, which is 628 West Craig Road, North Las Vegas. But you can go to
You're not going to do it in downtown?
No, it's
I'm
up at the
surprised.
Yeah, but you can go to either one of the Facebook pages, and we'll put some information up there with some links.
You need to, I see it. You need to write something about it so we can maybe make it, because especially if it's going to be that far, I don't know, anything is far from me. Anything past Fremont Street is far from me.
Excuses.
Huh?
That's okay. If it's too far for you, we're raising money, so you can go to the Facebook page, click on the link, and just donate some money to the organization.
Well,
It's for the listeners.
I leave that up to you. You can write an article. You can tell the organizers of the group they want to make an ad, an announcement, or whatever you want to call them, free of charge.
Yeah, and I put a note out on our
I
post
deduct
out
it
to
from
them.
your salary.
Okay.
I know somebody that went to court. That we're gonna have to change this topic because I get that. Somebody went to court because he didn't pay the bill, and the guy said, "I don't have any money." Well, he's working for Las Vegas Tribune. And the judge said, "He worked for Las Vegas Tribune, definitely. He don't have any money." Oh, God. I was so embarrassed. We know that he don't have any money. But, yeah, whatever you need and that, I think we got what? We got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
We got 4 minutes?
Yes.
4 minutes. Just like that now? Isn't that your friend?
No.
That's the skinny girl that always looking for bonbon? No?
To clarify, Bob wants a dog.
She's not looking for boom boom, she's looking for bonbon.
Why? I missed that joke.
Because
Boom boom is
Yeah.
boom boom
Is it
is.
that?
No, I don't know, but anyone could be listening going, what in the heck? Who is that? What is
It could
that?
be misconstrued as boom boom, you know what I mean? And everybody knows what that would mean if you said they were looking for boom boom. Never mind.
Well, I don't know what they mean, but I could
Bon
think
Bon,
of
that
something.
little dog, our little dog too.
Did you do
She's
this?
on the Facebook too.
Go ahead.
Bon Bon is.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Go ahead. You do it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
We got 3 minutes, so do it.
You do. I do one. You do one.
Oh my God.
Okay, so the Las Vegas Tribune is running a special for 3 media combo buy. It was ran in the newspaper. It's the website side banner, weekly 1/8 page ad, and 2 daily 30-second commercials. Combination media buy, only $500 per month, or if you pay yearly, it's $400 a month. And then you can also be heard anywhere in the world for only $50 per hour, 12 hours, only $400, 20 hours, only $600, payment due upon the contract signing. And you can email at advertisement@lasvegastribune.com.
Very good. And we got 3 more minutes, right? 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Okay.
You can also
I don't-
find Las
Go.
Vegas Tribune on Facebook.
Oh, by the
Yes,
way,
it's
thank you.
there.
That Facebook for Las Vegas Tribune looks good today. You did something in there, right? You put your touch in there, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I got that also, but I got 2 things in there. I got 2 people in there in the Facebook, then we need to take out.
Okay.
It's no food to take out, but it's 2 people, then I don't want no business with them whatsoever. And I wanted to take them out.
Okay. So now that it's on recording, we're not able to see us on your news feed. Now everyone in the world knows why.
Why do you talk like this?
I because it's like the ostrich. I do that, like, I think of an ostrich, like, sticking you might bury your head in that hole.
Are we still on the air?
Yes.
What?
We need to wrap it up.
Thank you all. Have a great day.